Who's going to cook them dinner? The judge's words hit Ben Oshman like a sledgehammer, his hopes for custody of his 3 daughters crumbling before his eyes. In that moment, Ben realized the uphill battle he faced as a father seeking custody in a system that often favors mothers. But little did he know, this setback would ignite a fire within him, leading to a custody battle that would challenge societal norms and inspire a generation of fathers. Welcome to True Spark, where we bring you stories that ignite change and inspire action. Today's tale is one of perseverance, love, and the fight for equality in family courts. It's a story that will make you question your assumptions and perhaps even motivate you to take action in your own life. As we dive into Ben's journey, I want to introduce you to 2 incredible partners that have been instrumental in bringing stories like these to light. Invideo AI has revolutionized our video creation process, allowing us to craft compelling visuals that match the emotional depth of our narratives. And with NordVPN, we've been able to securely research sensitive topics and protect the privacy of the individuals who share their stories with us. Now buckle up and prepare for a roller coaster of emotions as we uncover how one man's determination changed the course of his life and potentially the lives of countless other fathers. But before we begin, let me warn you, this story contains twists that will leave you speechless. Stay tuned until the end to discover how Ben's journey takes an unexpected turn that no one saw coming. Ben Oshman's world shattered the day his wife announced she wanted a divorce. In an instant, his dream of a happy family crumbled, leaving him grappling with the prospect of losing not just his marriage, but his role as a father. As the initial shock subsided, Ben's mind raced with questions. How often would he see his girls? Would he become a weekend dad relegated to the sidelines of their lives? Determined to remain an integral part of his daughters' lives, Ben decided to fight for joint custody. He believed that divorce shouldn't mean giving up his family. However, he quickly realized that the path ahead would be fraught with challenges, as the legal system seemed to view fathers as secondary parents by default. Ben's first taste of this bias came during the initial custody hearing. The judge's dismissive question about who would cook dinner for the children left him stunned and angry. It was a stark reminder of the outdated stereotypes he would have to overcome. But instead of discouraging him, this experience only strengthened his resolve. As Ben navigated the complexities of the legal system, he discovered a growing community of fathers facing similar struggles. He connected with organizations like Dad's Rights and Custody Warriors, finding solace and support in their shared experiences. These connections not only provided emotional support, but also equipped Ben with valuable resources and strategies for his custody battle. Meanwhile, Ben's ex-wife, Sarah, seemed determined to limit his access to the children. She would often make last-minute changes to visitation schedules or create obstacles for Ben to spend time with his daughters. Each interaction became a tense negotiation, with the children caught in the middle of their parents' conflict. Despite the challenges, Ben refused to give up. He meticulously documented every interaction, kept detailed records of his involvement in his daughters' lives, and sought the advice of fathers who had successfully navigated similar situations. He knew that to win custody, he needed to prove that he was not just a capable parent, but an essential one. As the custody battle intensified, Ben faced financial strain from mounting legal fees. He took on extra work and made sacrifices to ensure he could continue fighting for his rights as a father. The stress took its toll on his health and relationships, but the thought of his daughters kept him going. In a pivotal moment, Ben's oldest daughter, Emma, confided in him about the emotional toll the divorce was taking on her and her sisters. She expressed her desire to spend more time with him, a revelation that both warmed Ben's heart and strengthened his determination. He realized that his fight wasn't just for himself, but for his children's well-being. Ben's attorney, initially skeptical of his chances, began to see the depth of his commitment. Together they built a compelling case, showcasing Ben's involvement in every aspect of his daughters' lives, from helping with homework to attending school events and medical appointments. They gathered character witnesses and expert testimonies to support Ben's claim for joint custody. As the final custody hearing approached, tension mounted. Ben spent sleepless nights preparing, rehearsing his testimony, and steeling himself for the emotional ordeal ahead. The courtroom became a battleground where every word, Every piece of evidence could tip the scales. During the hearing, Ben faced intense scrutiny. His parenting skills, financial stability, and even his motives for seeking custody were questioned. But he stood firm, articulating his love for his children and his commitment to co-parenting effectively with Sarah, despite their differences. In a surprising turn of events, Emma asked to speak to the judge privately. Her testimony would prove to be a turning point in the case, though the details of their conversation remained confidential. The tension in the courtroom was palpable as everyone awaited the judge's decision. After what seemed like an eternity, the judge delivered her verdict. In a groundbreaking decision, she granted Ben joint custody, acknowledging his equal importance in his daughters' lives. The ruling sent shockwaves through the courtroom and would later be cited in numerous other cases involving fathers' rights. Ben's victory was more than personal. It became a beacon of hope for fathers everywhere fighting similar battles. His case garnered media attention, sparking discussions about gender bias in family courts and the changing dynamics of modern parenting. As Ben adjusted to his new co-parenting arrangement, he faced the challenge of rebuilding trust with Sarah for the sake of their children. It was a slow and often frustrating process, but Ben remained committed to fostering a positive relationship for the benefit of their daughters. As Ben adjusted to his new co-parenting arrangement, he faced the challenge of rebuilding trust with Sarah for the sake of their children. The journey wasn't over for Ben. He became an advocate for fathers' rights, sharing his story and offering support to other dads navigating the complex world of custody battles. His experience had shown him the power of perseverance and the importance of challenging societal norms. Ben's relationship with his daughters flourished under the joint custody arrangement. He cherished every moment with them, from mundane weekday routines to special weekend adventures. The girls, too, seemed to thrive with the stability of having both parents actively involved in their lives. As time passed, Ben noticed a shift in his community's perception of divorced fathers. More dads were stepping up, demanding equal parenting time and challenging the stereotype of the uninvolved father. Ben's case had contributed to a larger movement towards recognizing the crucial role fathers play in their children's lives. However, Ben's journey took an unexpected turn when Sarah announced she was relocating for work. This new development threatened to upend the custody arrangement they had fought so hard to establish. Ben found himself back in court, this time fighting to maintain his connection with his daughters across long distances. The prospect of limited time with his children weighed heavily on Ben. He explored every option, from career changes to legal alternatives, determined not to let geography diminish his role in his daughters' lives. This new challenge tested the limits of his resilience and creativity as a parent. In a twist that no one saw coming, Ben's eldest daughter, Emma, now a teenager, made a decision that would alter the family dynamic once again. Her choice would force both Ben and Sarah to reevaluate their priorities and the true meaning of putting their children first. As Ben navigated this latest hurdle, he reflected on the long journey that had brought him to this point. From the devastation of divorce to the triumph in court, and now facing a new set of challenges, he realized that the fight for his children was far from over. It was a lifelong commitment, one that required constant adaptation and unwavering love. Through it all, Ben discovered strengths he never knew he possessed. He had become not just a better father, but a better person. His story served as a testament to the power of love, determination, and the unbreakable bond between a parent and child. In a stunning revelation, it emerged that Ben's ex-wife Sarah had been secretly supportive of his custody battle all along. She had realized that her initial resistance was rooted in her own fears and societal expectations rather than what was best for their children. Sarah's testimony in the final hearing, previously undisclosed, had been instrumental in Ben's success. This unexpected alliance between Ben and Sarah serves as a powerful reminder that in the midst of divorce, it's possible to put children's needs first. Their ability to move past their differences and work together set a new standard for co-parenting, inspiring other divorced couples to reconsider their approach. Ben's story teaches us that challenging the status quo, while difficult, can lead to positive change not just for ourselves, but for society as a whole. It reminds us that love for our children can be a powerful force for personal growth and social progress. As we conclude this incredible journey, I urge you to reflect on your own life. Are there areas where you need to stand up for what's right, even in the face of adversity? Remember, change begins with one person willing to take a stand. If Ben's story has touched you, please consider sharing it with others who might benefit from his experience. Your share could be the inspiration someone needs to fight for their rights or to approach a difficult situation with renewed hope. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Ben's journey. Have you faced similar challenges? What lessons can we all learn from his experience? Share your insights in the comments below and join the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe to TrueSpark for more inspiring stories that challenge perceptions and ignite change. By subscribing, you'll be part of a community dedicated to sharing powerful narratives that can transform lives, ultimately inspiring a movement for fathers' rights and demonstrating the power of love and determination in the face of adversity. And if you found value in this video, please give it a like. Your support helps us continue bringing these important stories to light and reaching more people who need to hear them. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step. What will yours be?